Behold the King of Kings.
Hello guys and welcome to the Extreme Show with yours truly, AL-Mazeedi. Now tonight's episode will be considered as the first episode of 2011 because tonight we'll review the first major shows of the WWE as WWE kicked it off in a huge, nice way, and some changes have been done in the shows of the WWE, and we'll see what kind of changes after we are done of the Friday Night Movie Hunt. And we only have one movie that will be premiering nationwide in US, and that movie is entitled Season of the Witch, starring Nicolas Cage. Now, as I said, WWE made huge changes into its shows. Let's start off with Monday Night Raw, the first Raw of 2011. What did we expect from it? And did we expect major things? Yes, we did. And did those things happen? Well, half of what we expected happened, as they opened the show with a WWE Championship match between The Miz, the champion, and his challenger, John Morrison. We expected that 2011 will be the start of something new, start of new talents getting WWE belts. As we saw Miz in 2011, in the late of 2011, he got the WWE title. Now Morrison's time had come, but unfortunately he lost that no holds barred match, or excuse me, Falls Count Anywhere match. He lost it because he got through the table and The Miz was not on that table, and there you have it, still your champion The Miz, but that was not the bigger image of Monday Night Raw, as somewhere in the show the Nexus have talked and discussed who should be the leader of the Nexus, and CM Punk said that since the general manager of Monday Night Raw, the anonymous one, said that either Wade Barrett or CM Punk can only have the final spot in the triple threat steel cage match to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Championship and who will face them is at the Royal Rumble. And the other participants were King Sheamus and Randy Orton. Now CM Punk said, if you win that match, you shall be the truthful leader, but if you lose, you shall be exiled from the group, and CM Punk will be taking the lead. Now let's head to the main event as the triple threat match took place and Wade Barrett got into the match, and at the end where we were about to see Wade Barrett becoming the winner and going on to the Royal Rumble, CM Punk interferes, and like he was trying to help him, he was trying to grab Wade Barrett's hand, but then he pushes him, and before that he took the Nexus wristband and he took it away from him like he's taking the leadership, and he pushed him away, and of course one thing led to another, and Randy Orton became the #1 contender, and at the Royal Rumble we'll be having another WWE Championship match between The Miz and Randy Orton. Now, as I promised, NXT shall return on the show and shall be reviewed each and every week after its first elimination of Season 4, and last Tuesday we have witnessed that happen, and as I said, WWE made huge changes in each and every show this past week, and, well, during the past week, and NXT really got the best changes. And let's just see the first thing that's happened and the major thing. Matt started coming out and announcing that the winner of NXT will not only be going on to face a champion of his choice, no, he will be facing the WWE Tag Team Champions with his pro, and that is a big change for NXT concept, or the NXT concept. And the other thing was, the winner of WWE Pros Battle Royal shall trade his rookie with another rookie if he chooses to, and if he decides to, and then Dolph Ziggler won that match. And then he found that Jacob Novak is not a good rookie, and he felt that he was going to get eliminated, and therefore he placed him or traded him up with Byron Saxton. And I thought that he was going to pick the other, not Byron Saxton, because they do not look like a good pro and rookie, but anyways, he did that for some reason, and that was the two huge announcements. Now the other thing that was kind of huge or different or even weird or strange is that having 4 immunity points for one competition, which was the Battle of the Mic or something like that, and your winner, which was another strange thing, was the rat guy, something O'Brien. I do not know his exact name, but you're seeing his picture right now and how he won. And of course he won by some jokes, and he believes that he's actually a comedian for some reason, but he's not that good. But he won that match or competition, and it was worth for 4 immunity points. But anyways, let's head to the last thing and the most important thing of all, the elimination. And Dolph Ziggler was really smart for trading his rookie, and of course the one who got eliminated was Jacob Novak. And we all have predicted that because he was the least favorite for each and every WWE Universe member, and therefore goodbye Jacob Novak. And at the end, Dolph Ziggler was bragging about how smart he was at the beginning of the show, and after he won the Battle Royal, he traded up his rookie who got eliminated with Chris Masters' rookie Byron Saxton, and then Chris Masters locks the Master Lock on Dolph Ziggler, but for some reason or in a weird way, Dolph Ziggler found his way out of it and ran to the backstage area, and that was all for WWE NXT. The first Friday Night SmackDown of 2011. Was it that good? Did it give us what you wanted from SmackDown to step up to the plate and compete with Monday Night Raw? Well, they did the exact same thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, but actually in a better way, is opening the show with a World Heavyweight title defense, and it was in a last man standing match, Edge versus Kane. Of course, Edge is the champion, and the match was so action-packed and a bit extreme for WWE these days. And of course, your winner and who stood tall and still your World Heavyweight Champion, the Rated R Superstar Edge. Now let's fast forward into what transpired, and as I have been saying on the last episode or a previous episode, Zack Ryder, oh my god, it's not Zack Ryder, it's Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion. He keeps getting the push that he does not deserve because Kofi Kingston really deserves that push. And it happened on SmackDown as Dolph Ziggler lost the Intercontinental title to Kofi Kingston, and Vicky Guerrero demands, or just for some reason she feels that she has the power in her to make a rematch right there after Kofi Kingston's victory. And again he loses to Kingston. Right after 2 minutes after the match was ended, another match started, and Kingston was trouble in paradise, and he won his first title defense after he won the title in 2 minutes or so. And then let's fast forward into the middle of the show. We had a triple threat match, a regular one, not steel cage match, copying Monday Night Raw. It was between Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and The Big Show, and then we will be of course facing Edge, I believe, at the Royal Rumble. But for some reason, Vicky Guerrero comes out again, and she puts Ziggler in the match. And well, before the ending, Big Show was taking control of the show, and there you see it. Wade Barrett gets in and ruins it for the Big Show because the Big Show needs the spotlight for him because he has been off of it, and dealing with Cody Rhodes is like taking him back to where he was when he started at the company. He even started in a bigger spot. But anyways, Wade Barrett gets in and he attacked the Big Show, and he got him down to his knees. And one thing led to another. Dolph Ziggler tricked Cody Rhodes. He told him, let's take out the big man, but I said what's his move? 1, 2, 3 Ziggles move or whatever. He defeated Cody Rhodes and won the Fatal 4-Way match and became the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he shall be facing Edge at the Royal Rumble, I believe. But if he really wins over Edge and becomes the World Champion, the push is still on Ziggler, because losing the Intercontinental title gave us the idea that the WWE felt Ziggler is not worth it, but then they gave him another opportunity, and that is winning the World Heavyweight title, contendership, and we'll see what will happen in the upcoming shows. Now, as for the main event, and as they are making it sound like the biggest rivalry of 2010, Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio. I've been keep going on about this rivalry really sucking, and there's no actual story to be making this whole thing really big. But anyways, it was the main event of Friday Night SmackDown, and for some reason they did not put the titles defense match or the title matches at the main event of this week's shows. But anyways, these are the changes that I'm talking about. And the main event was 2 out of 3 falls between Mysterio and Del Rio, and thanks to Ricardo, whatever his name, the personal ring announcer, and he held Mysterio's leg for the 10 count outside the ring, and he was about to get in, and he held his leg. He can't just smack him with your leg or just shoot him in the head and kick him and get inside the leg, but well, with all due respect to all the lady creatives, you are really stupid to make us believe that he cannot kick him in the head and get back into the ring. But anyways, that's what happened. He did not do that, or he were not able to imagine that he can do so. But anyways, Alberto Del Rio won that match, and they make it sound that it is the last match between these two, but I can see that this match is going to be continuing, or this rivalry will be continuing, and it really
sucks.
These are the big changes in the WWE. NXT had the most effective change. Monday Night Raw with Nexus not continuing the scenario with John Cena. And speaking of John Cena, WWE.com have been announcing that the medical staff of the WWE have been clearing Cena to return on Monday Night Raw, not to do any physicality, but he might just appear and says that he cannot compete anymore for several months, make a blockbuster movie, and then he returns and becomes WWE champion or whatever. Or he might just become, another time, he becomes Superman John Cena or Super Cena, and he just decides to say, I cannot miss the Royal Rumble, I shall return on the Rumble, or I shall return right now, I do not care what the medical staff say, and I just continue to do whatever I do for a living. And next is CM Punk, Wade Barrett is removed from the picture. Nexus and Cena's picture is gonna continue if Cena continues being Super Cena. That's all for the show. Comment, check, and subscribe. Wish to see you next Friday on the Extreme Show. There's show the AL-Mazeedi. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.